Welcome to yet another episode of In Conversations with Srijani. What a year it was! Powerful, potent, full of learnings and wisdom, and a wake up call. A wake up call that brought the entire human race to a standstill and made us take note of the ways that were not serving us anymore. Today, as Srijani of the month, we have a woman with us who embodies this pause and flow beautifully. So how does she embody all of this with such joy and apparent ease? How does she move through life and all the pauses and transitions that it brings us? Let's get to hear about this and more from her. Welcome, Gargi. It's a delight to have you here with us. We're talking about pauses and transitions that life brings us. Have you also faced such pauses in life, standstill moments?
When I was preparing for my Madhyamik examinations, so after my pre-test result, my result was so bad that teacher called my parents. But my father came and they talked that if this is the results, we cannot allow Gargi to sit for the Madhyamik examination. So my father said that whatever results you perform, I have got no issues. I've got 3 months after my test. That is a pause for me. That 3 months gave me energy and a great transformation in me. My result was much better, and I have got excellent results in my Madhyamik.
Brilliant. What came after this?
So I'm doing my tea tasting training and I'm doing the job quite well. Suddenly I felt ill, but doctor told that she has got severe pneumonia. For that reason, she has to be take rest properly. So I was 8 months totally bedridden. I have taken rest properly because I know that my body will heal after this rest. And there was no hurry for me that I'm losing my job or I will get the job back or not and what will happen to the future. And again, I have got to my job back and I was doing my job.
You're so correct. We are always in such a hurry to heal and do a quick fix to any kind of health issues rather than stay in that pause and allow the body's own healing time to it, you know.
Anchoring the pauses are very important because in that time you don't know what will do. Okay, I was reading many books, and the books which really helped me in that time was Bharatesh Sadhok, Tapabhumi Narmada. Those books where the rishis stories are there and different travels of the yogis and all. It's really helped me out. And okay, the 8 months has gone because I know that after 8 months, again some new things will happen to me. So I'm quite energetic mentally in that time.
Brilliant. When you talk about holding on to that hope during times of stress and in that time of pause, and the inspiration that you drew from the wise ones who've come before us, that's so beautiful. So, continuing this very interesting journey, what was the next most relevant pause that you came face to face with?
From the company, I went to do my export management course, and there I met my future husband, and I fell in love, and we decided to get married. But the most important thing is that I have to go to Jamshedpur. But suddenly, my father-in-law's demise, and our marriage get postponed for 1 year. That pause has created a great impact on me because that pause helped me to take a big decision, and that I will get married and I have to leave the job and I have to go to Jamshedpur.
Yes, you're making a very significant point here, I think, Gargi, that if we take a pause before making very crucial life decisions and choices, then that choice that we make is always or most often very circumstantially relevant, the right choice.
My mother was used to work in an MNC, and me and my brother, we have see that how much she used to get geared up to look after the family and to look up the job also. I used to miss my parents a lot when in my growing years. So I thought, why not to be a housewife and took a charge of a family, and I'll be absolutely fine to take that decision. And I just went through it, and now I think I took a right decision because my children had grown up, and uh, I am quite happy and I'm satisfied also. Yes.
So, Gargi, what I hear you say is that when one is aligned to what she really wants or tuned into her heart's desire, then the decision making or choices, they become easier probably. And so from this learning, what was the next significant transition that came your way?
I was just growing, and she was maybe around 2 or 3 years. There was quite a time. So I was been taken as a teacher to a very prestigious school in Jamshedpur, Ramakrishna Mission, and there my journey started after a pause for 3 years again.
Till now, you spoke about how you dealt when life pressed the pause button for you. Now, what about the conscious pauses, and how did you transition through them?
I just joined to a philanthropic organization in Erbil, Kolkata. In 2009, I lost my father. That brought a numbness in me. I just left everything and I took a pause, conscious pause. In this conscious pause, I connect with myself and I try to find myself only, like what is my cofactors in where I want to work properly. And the most important was my fear of losing the near and dear ones. I joined as a woman and I met beautiful people there. Different world opened to me. Like when I was in class 9, I have taken Diksha from my guru. But I just charted the mantras and all. But what is the real depth of the mantra and how to process your life properly, I came to know. And I became strong enough. My willpower came back. My fear factor started moving away from me. I overcome different difficulties in my life. And again, I unpaused myself and became president of my club.
It's a joy to hear about your journey of reinventing yourself, discovering yourself, finding your strengths. And that brings us to the here and now, the year when the entire world came into this great pause. So, what do you have to say about this pause, and what is the gift that emerged for you from this pause?
I thought of doing the business, the things which I like jewelries, shoes, bags. So I started an online business called Jhum Collections, and I was little bit of fear that will I able to do it or not. But with the help of my friends and all, I started slowly. Yes, now I have totally unpaused my button. I'm not a pause queen anymore.
Yes, the queen of pauses and even unpausing, definitely. So, we heard you share about you gliding through the pauses and transitions so effortlessly, so joyously. If there is a insight or a message that you would like to share with our viewers, what would that be?
Don't look for many options. আমি কখনো ওরকম অপশনস ভাবিনি, আর যেটা নিয়েছি I have given my 100% in it. And now in this time I don't try to mend things anymore. I try to be at present. I don't get scared of the pause because it will pass and the best time will come, like sunshines. One day we have to leave this body, but this soul will remain in this earth. And so why to make it a sad thing? Because আত্মা নিরন্তর ভাবে চলবেই. Okay, so when I will get when I will go away from this beautiful earth, I will just gifted a nourished soul to a small child. That's the only thing I thought about my life journey.
How beautiful to leave behind a nourished soul for its journey forward. Thank you, Jhoom, for this lovely, warm, soul-nourishing conversation and for allowing us a peek into the journey of your life. Pause अच्छे हैं. We would love to hear from you. How do you navigate the pauses that you encounter in life? What are your experiences with the conscious pauses and unpausing? Please share with us in the comments below. Till we see you again in another episode. Stay well, look after yourself, keep your souls happy. Bye-bye.